Welcome back to my series covering all the changes Nicktoons made to Dragon Ball Z Kai. This is a series that explores the differences between the uncut original Dragon Ball Z Kai found on the DVDs and Blu-ray and the censored broadcasted version that aired on Nicktoons in the early new 10s. As such, this video will look at episodes 55 to 67 of the series, the Android arc. As a reminder, I will be showing general recurring edits at the end of the video, and will cover new changes per episode. So with that, let's get looking at how Nicktoons and Funimation censored Dragon Ball Z Kai, the Android Saga. Episode 55. As Frieza floats in space, his blood is removed and his scar tissue is recolored from red to gray. King Cold swearing revenge on whoever took out Frieza has two dialogue changes.
Might Frieza have met his doom? Might Frieza have met his match? I will afford him the honor of dying by the hand of King Cold himself. I will afford him the honor of defeat at the hands of King Cold himself.
As Frieza is revived, he swears revenge on Goku. This has a dialogue change.
The Super Saiyan must die. The Super Saiyan shall fall.
Krillin trains and blasts a Kamehameha at the ocean. As water goes over the Kame house, there is a dialogue change to remove a swear. Yamcha, upset that Vegeta is at Capsule Corp, has a dialogue change.
Vegeta, what the hell are you doing here? Vegeta, what the heck are you doing here?
A pan of Vegeta's lower body as he showers is cut out. Bulma asking if Vegeta would hold them hostage has a dialogue change.
Hey guys, you don't think Vegeta's going to spaz out and kill us all, do you? Hey guys, Vegeta wouldn't hold us hostage to get Goku to come home, would he?
Vegeta threatening to kill the Dragon Team for making fun of his pink shirts has a dialogue change.
Don't laugh! I've killed men for doing far less! Don't laugh unless you want to see me really angry!
Gohan talking to Krillin on the phone as they sense Frieza's ki over Earth has a dialogue change.
He died, but it feels like him. No way, but it feels like him.
Yamcha worried that Frieza is back and wondering if it's possible that the ki belongs to somebody else has a dialogue change.
Wait, couldn't that power belong to somebody else? I'm pretty sure he's dead. Wait, couldn't that power belong to somebody else? Frieza's history, right?
King Cold affirming that Goku will die has a dialogue change.
Well, call him whatever you like. He will die. Well, Super Saiyan or otherwise, he will fall.
Krillin's flashback of his expanding body before his death is cut out. Vegeta thinking to himself that Goku didn't finish the job of killing Frieza has a dialogue change.
That Frieza still lives should be a shock to no one. Of course Kakarot wasn't up to the task. That Frieza still walks this day should be a shock to no one. Of course Kakarot wasn't up to the task.
King Cold's wine is recolored. As Frieza remembers his supposed death, the broadcasted version now leaves in Frieza disintegrating, when it was previously cut out in the actual episode. While the Dragon Team converses and Yamcha questions Vegeta, there are two dialogue changes as he loses his patience.
Yeah, how do you know? Do you question me, you half-wit? Yeah, how do you know? How do I know? Let me think about it! Enough talk! Mask your power levels, or do you fools want to die again? Frieza's minions can use their scouters to track us down! Enough talk! Do you fools want them to discover us? Mask your power levels! Frieza's minions can use their scouters to track us down!
As King Cold and Frieza discuss why they have come to Earth, there are two dialogue changes to remove references to death.
We didn't come all this way to toy with Earthlings, my son. We're here for that Super Saiyan who hurt you. Yes, we shall crush the life out of him. We didn't come all this way to toy with Earthlings, my son. We're here for that Super Saiyan who hurt you. Yes, we'll punish him most severely.
Well, between the two of us, Father, I'm sure we could pulverize him. Well, between the two of us, Father, I'm sure we could make him kneel to us.
Frieza wonders if killing all the Earthlings before Goku gets home would rattle him. This has a dialogue change.
But I want to crush his spirit before I finish him off. Maybe killing all the Earthlings would be a nice touch. But I want to crush his spirit before I finish him off. Maybe wiping out the Earthlings would be a nice touch.
Frieza's declaration that he is back from the blink of oblivion has a dialogue change.
I crawled back from the brink of death itself to wreak my revenge upon you! I've crawled back from the humiliation you dealt me to wreak my revenge upon you!
Yamcha, depressed that he will likely die again during this fight with Frieza, has a dialogue change.
Why bother wishing me back to life if I'm just gonna die again? Why bother wishing me back to Earth if I'm just gonna have to leave again?
Trunks' declaration that he has come to Earth to kill Frieza has a dialogue change.
Alright, you have our attention. What brings you here?
To kill you two. What else?
Alright, you have our attention. What brings you here?
To finish you two. What else?
In the next episode preview, Frieza's flashback of Goku has his blood recolored. Episode 56. In the recap, Trunks' declaration to kill Frieza has the same dialogue change.
Alright, you have our attention. What brings you here?
To kill you two. What else?
Alright, you have our attention. What brings you here?
To finish you two. What else?
Then, when pressed by King Cold, he repeats his declaration, which comes with another dialogue change.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I am here to kill you.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I am here to finish you.
Trunks tells Frieza that he will die here. This has a dialogue change.
Seems someone failed to tell you you're gonna die here. Seems someone failed to tell you you're a fool.
Frieza telling his soldiers to kill Trunks, and Trunks telling the soldiers to stand down or risk death has a dialogue change.
And the rest of you, go kill everyone you see.
Sir, yes, sir!
Listen up. Surrender now and I'll let you live.
And the rest of you, take care of the Earthlings for me.
Sir, yes, sir!
Listen up. Surrender now and I won't harm you.
Trunks punching the Frieza soldier directly in the neck is cut out. One of the Frieza soldiers is declaring that he will take on Trunks has a dialogue change.
Now you're going to die! That was a bad move, kid!
The blood wound on the following Frieza soldier is edited out. It's a bit hard to make out, but it's there. Frieza and Trunks have a back and forth about how Trunks is going to take him and King Cold out. This comes with 4 dialogue changes, as King Cold also inquires as to who Goku is when Trunks brings up his name.
Not that you merit the attention, but I'm going to kill you myself. You should feel honored.
No, you're not. I'm gonna cut you down the middle. You're already dead.
I'm already dead? I assure you I'm very much alive.
Make sure to come at me with everything you've got, because I don't plan to go easy on you like Goku did.
Not that you merit the attention, but I'm going to take you down myself. You should feel honored.
No, you're not. You're the one who's going down here. It's as good as done.
As good as done? Seems somebody's getting ahead of himself.
Make sure to come at me with everything you've got, because I don't plan to go easy on you like Goku did.
What's a Goku?
He's the Super Saiyan, the one we came here to kill. Really?
What's a Goku?
He's the Super Saiyan, the one we came here to get. Really?
As Trunks declares that he is also a Super Saiyan, Frieza laughs at him. This has a dialogue change.
You, sir, are a consummate bluffer in the face of death. You, sir, are a consummate bluffer in the face of defeat.
In Frieza's flashback to Super Saiyan Goku, the blood on Goku is recolored from red to gray. Vegeta telling Krillin to mask his power level by not flying has a dialogue change.
Go wherever you please, but you damn well better walk! Go wherever you want, but don't you dare fly!
Vegeta yells at Bulma as she states that Vegeta should be powerful enough to stop Frieza. This has a dialogue change.
Be quiet! Unless you want to die out here with the rest of these fools, go home now! Be quiet! Unless you want to be caught out here when the battle starts, then go home now!
Bulma snapping at Yamcha for not really defending her has a dialogue change.
You're bossy in the good way!
Gee, thanks. And you're an idiot in a good way.
You're bossy in the good way!
Wow, you sure know how to make a girl feel special.
As Frieza blasts a planet-destroying energy ball at Trunks, Trunks holds it up with ease. Frieza, upset, has a dialogue change.
Will you just die?
What's wrong?
Will you just quit?
What's wrong?
The infamous scene of Trunks cutting Frieza in half has numerous changes. First, the shot of Frieza's body cutting in half is cut out. Then a pan of his body beginning to be cut in half is cut out as well. Then as Trunks chops up his body even more so, the shot of the body pieces floating in the air is cut out. Finally, as Trunks blasts away Frieza's remains, the broadcast cuts out the shots of Frieza's remains floating, instead starting at after Trunks has shot his energy blast. This is done to never show Frieza's remains in isolation. Vegeta, astounded that Frieza could be killed so easily, has a dialogue change.
That was Frieza. He cut him into bits like he was nothing.
Yeah, right.
That was Frieza. He got rid of him like he was nothing.
Yeah, right.
King Cold, after grabbing Trunks' sword, ponders that the sword is the source of Trunks' power. This and his declaration of death have dialogue changes.
Truly, for how else could you have drawn it through my son with such ease? Truly, for how else could you have defeated my son with such ease?
As Trunks blasts King Cold, there are 3 changes. First, the close-up of King Cold bleeding out of his mouth is replaced with a different close-up. Then, the shot of King Cold hitting the mountain is shortened. And finally, the blood streaks that he leaves as he slides down and the hole on his chest are edited out to not look so graphic. Episode 57. The beer text is edited out of the drink in Trunks' fridge, and the can that Bulma drinks. Trunks telling Goku that his sword helped him defeat Frieza has a dialogue change.
The sword you parried sliced through Frieza like he was butter. You know I beat Frieza in the blink of an eye using this sword.
As Trunks tells Goku about the androids, there are 2 changes. First, the shot of the android crushing Dr. Gero's head is cut out. Then there is a dialogue change.
And the first person they killed was the Doctor himself. And their very first victim was the Doctor himself.
Trunks telling Goku that he is the only remaining warrior in the world of the future has a dialogue change.
Goku, I'm the only warrior who's still alive 20 years from now. Goku, I'm the only warrior who's still around 20 years from now.
The shots of the Dragon Team being killed in Trunks' future cut out most of the graphic shots of their death, primarily where their bodies begin to fall apart. Trunks tells Goku that everybody was killed by the androids in his world, and that no one could be wished back since Piccolo died. This has an extended dialogue change.
They will all die fighting the androids. They will all be defeated by the androids. It's Gohan who ends up teaching me the ways of the warrior, how to fight like a Saiyan, and how to die like one. With Piccolo dead and gone in my time, the Dragon Balls and the wishes I could use to bring your friends back to life, they no longer exist. It's Gohan who ends up teaching me the ways of the warrior, how to fight like a Saiyan, up to the very end. With Piccolo defeated in my time, the Dragon Balls and the wishes I could use to bring all of your friends back to help me, they no longer exist.
Trunks explaining his frustration that he is the only warrior left in his time has a dialogue change.
Damn it! I can't do it, and I'm the only one left! Trunks, hold on. They've won! The androids are just too powerful! Trunks, hold on.
Trunks tells Goku that he dies of a heart virus. This has a dialogue change.
Not long after the present, Goku, you're going to come down with an illness. It's going to be the death of you. Not long after the present, Goku, you're going to come down with an illness. I'm afraid you won't recover.
Goku, upset that he will miss the fight, has a dialogue change.
Why do I have to miss the fight? Why do I have to miss all the fun?
2 shots of Trunks sheepish as he tells Goku that Bulma ended up with Vegeta because she got tired of waiting for Yamcha and that she and Vegeta never married are cut out. Trunks tells Goku that he is happy that he got to meet Vegeta today because he never did in his time. This has a dialogue change.
I was just a baby when my father died, so I don't remember anything about him. I was just a baby when we lost my father, so I don't remember anything about him.
Piccolo pressing Goku to tell the Dragon Team about what Trunks said has 2 dialogue changes.
Talk, damn it. This news affects all of our futures, not just you. Talk, Goku. This news affects all of our futures, not just you. Calm down already. I'm not going to say anything that will threaten his existence, but the rest of us shouldn't have to die a horrible death because we didn't know to commit to our training. Calm down already. I'm not going to say anything that will threaten his existence, but the rest of us shouldn't have to end up on the chopping block just because we didn't know to commit to our training.
As there is heavy skepticism over whether Trunks is telling the truth, Piccolo declares his intent to train. This has a dialogue change.
But I plan on training harder than ever before. If you'd rather perish, go ahead. But I plan on training harder than ever before. The androids are coming either way.
Trunks, leaving in the time machine, thinks to himself that he hopes Vegeta will survive. This has a dialogue change.
Please survive what's coming. Please keep yourself safe.
Vegeta then thinks to himself that he will not only survive, but thrive. This has a dialogue change.
Damn it! If that brat thinks I'll roll over and die in 3 years, he knows nothing of Saiyan pride. If that brat thinks I'll be defeated by those androids, he knows nothing of Saiyan strength.
In the next episode preview, Master Roshi's nudie mag is edited to look like a regular book. Additionally, the shots of Goku accidentally slapping Chi-Chi through their house is cut out. Episode 58. As Goku narrates how he survived the explosion on Namek, there are two changes. First is the recurring edits of his close-up being replaced. There's blood edits on Goku, and there is a dialogue change.
I honestly thought I was going to die out there. I thought I'd missed my only chance to make it home.
In the flashback, Goku punching Frieza's ship has a dialogue change.
Damn it! Damn it! Come on! Work! Work!
After he lands on Yardrat, Goku has a dialogue change as he passes out.
A welcoming party. May not be Earth, but it's a whole lot better than being dead. Look at that, a welcoming party. Well, it is an Earth, but it sure could have been a whole lot worse.
Vegeta telling Goku what he knows about Yardrat, and Goku's response has a dialogue change.
They're weak and they rely on strange techniques to survive. You mastered them, didn't you?
Right again.
There are weak people that rely on strange techniques. Did they share them with you?
They sure did.
Bulma pleading to use the Dragon Balls to stop the androids has two dialogue changes.
Don't listen to them! They're Saiyans! They can't help being bloodthirsty freaks! We can stop this before it happens! If you die this time, we won't be able to bring you back!
That may be true.
Don't listen to them! They're Saiyans! They can't help being muscle-headed freaks! We can stop this before it happens! These guys are too strong! You won't be able to stop them!
That may be true.
Tien telling Bulma that he is fine dying protecting the Earth has a dialogue change.
And if I die saving Earth, I die well. So, whatever it costs me, I will fight.
As Krillin tries to train with Master Roshi, there are two edits. First, the magazine is edited to look like a regular magazine. Then there are two dialogue changes, and the other which is a line removal.
Don't worry, girls, Daddy's back. Hey, I can finally enjoy this in peace.
Did you hear me? I was kind of hoping that we could train again. Master Roshi, hello?
Nice
Those aren't even real. Did you hear me? I was kind of hoping that we could train again. Master Roshi, hello?
Nice one.
Dr. Brief's cigarettes is edited out in every shot it appears in. Chi-Chi yelling at Goku that Gohan's job should be studying, not to protect Earth, has a dialogue change.
I am not the Earth's mother! I don't give a damn about anyone but my little baby! And I won't share a house with two uneducated losers! Are you saying they're not? My job is to take care of Gohan and not the whole planet! And I won't let him grow up to be a karate bum like his father!
The long scene of Goku accidentally slapping Chi-Chi through their house and patching her up as she comes around to letting Gohan fight is cut out. As Gohan trains with Piccolo and Goku, two direct hits are cut out to not show the close-ups. Vegeta's blood is edited to not look red in this episode. Bulma, surprised that Vegeta is fine after the training chamber explodes, has a dialogue change.
You're alive! You made it!
As Krillin trains his Kamehameha, there are two changes. The close-up of Master Roshi looking at the nudie mag is cut out, then there is a dialogue change.
Check these out! These girls are incredible! Hey, Krillin, come check these out! These things are incredible!
Goku and Piccolo's blood injuries to each other are edited out. As Yamcha is inspired by Vegeta to train, he tells Puar that they should go do so. This has a dialogue change.
Hey, how about we go on a training field trip? Hey, what do you think about a training expedition?
In the next episode preview, shots of civilians getting killed and Yamcha getting penetrated are replaced with other shots. Episode 59. In the recap, Vegeta's blood is recolored to not be red. Bulma telling the Dragon team that she doesn't know where Vegeta is has a dialogue change.
I don't keep tabs on him. I mean, it's not like we're a couple or anything. I don't keep tabs on him, and it's not like he bothers to tell me anything.
Yajirobe leaving after dropping off senzu beans and being pressed on why he isn't sticking around has 2 dialogue changes.
Cool, give him hell for me. Best of luck, you guys. Yeah, sorry, I've got this little thing I like to do called staying alive. So I'll have to take rain check on that. Yeah, sorry, I've got this little thing I like to do called not getting creamed. So I'll have to take rain check on that.
As Krillin lands on the island, a civilian has a dialogue change to reflect his shock at Krillin flying.
No freaking way!
Regular Joe.
He just flew.
Regular Joe.
Android 19 punching the civilian and killing him is cut out. Android 20 choking the old man in the vehicle to death is cut out, as is the shot of him dropping him after 20 notices Yamcha. The blood on the civilian that Android 19 killed is removed. Yamcha not being able to find out who has caused all the chaos has a dialogue change.
What the hell? Where are they? You've gotta be kidding me. Where are they?
Yamcha, thinking that he should contact the rest of the Dragon team, has a dialogue change.
Damn it. Better rally the others. Now what? I better rally the others.
As Yamcha is impaled by Android 20, multiple shots are cut out. 20's hand going through Yamcha is completely removed, as is various close-ups of Yamcha as he begins to pass out and his vision starts to blur. The shot of his blood dripping on the ground is also cut, as is a shot of Android 20 holding Yamcha by the face. As the Dragon team arrives, 2 shots of them looking on in horror at Yamcha right before he is tossed by Android 20 into the ground are cut out. The blood on the ground where Yamcha was impaled is edited out. Goku telling Krillin to give Yamcha a senzu bean has a dialogue change.
His life is in your hands. We are all counting on you.
As the androids inquire as to how the Dragon team knew they would be here, Piccolo's response has a dialogue change.
If you want that answer, then you'll have to ask with your fists. If you want that answer, you'll just have to go home and write me a polite letter.
Goku punching Android 20 so hard that his hat falls off him cuts out most of the shots, with only a handful of frames remaining. As Yamcha observes the chaos on the island, he has a dialogue change at the severity of the situation.
What the hell are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do?
In the next episode preview, there are 2 changes. First, the fight between Android 19 and Goku has shots replaced to not show direct hits. Then, Android 20 has a dialogue change.
Indeed, and I estimate number 19 can destroy you without my intervention. Indeed, and I estimate number 19 can defeat you without my intervention.
Episode 60. In the recap, shots that were previously cut out of Yamcha passing out are now left uncensored. Additionally, Goku's punch to Android 20 now has more frames left in, but the majority of it is still cut out. Yamcha stating that he doesn't want to join the fight because he almost just died has 2 dialogue changes to reflect his fear.
I'm damn lucky to be alive. We're powerless against them. We're just practice for those bastards. We're just practice for those freak shows.
Yajirobe has a dialogue change as Yamcha ultimately decides to join the rest of the Dragon team.
There goes a jackass. There goes a moron.
In the flashback to the Red Ribbon Army collecting data on Goku, there are 2 changes. First, the Tenkaichi Budokai banner is localized into English. Then, Goku punching Tien in the flashback cuts out a few more shots to shorten the scene. Goku telling the Dragon team that he will be the one to fight has a dialogue change.
Tien, Piccolo, you 2 stay out of this. It sounds like I'm the one these bastards want, so I'm the one they're gonna get. Tien, Piccolo, you 2 stay out of this. It sounds like I'm the one these monsters want, so I'm the one they're gonna get.
The fight with Android 19 cuts out numerous shots in the first segment of the fight. This includes many direct punches to 19's face, as well as kicks that toss him around. As Goku owns the beginning element of the fight, most of the on-screen direct hits are cut out, with no exceptions to elbows or really anything. Yamcha, being excited that Android 19 is being taken down by Goku, has a dialogue change.
Man, if I were that thing, I'd just stay down. Bet you're having second thoughts now, huh, Tubby? Over. Man, if I were that thing, I'd just stay down. Bet you're having second thoughts now. This fight is over.
As Goku is smacked by 19, blood is edited out of his face, and this remains for the rest of the episode. Goku, frustrated he is losing his composure in the fight, has a dialogue change to remove a swear.
You bastard! You dirty!
As Goku is pummeled by 19 in the final part of the fight, there are flashes added anytime there are direct hits between the two of them. Frames of the direct impact are replaced by the flashes, but no scenes of the fight are outright removed. Blood is edited out of a few shots as it spurts out of Goku, however. As Android 19 holds down Goku to steal his ki, there are numerous cuts. All of the close-ups of Goku being held down by Android 19 and being stepped on are either cut out or shortened to not show Goku look like he is being tortured. Android 19 pressing on his neck and holding him down also replaces a few shots that show his hand on Goku, to just a close-up of his upper body. This extends all the way into the end of the episode, as there is a fade to the ending credits that has the shot swaps to not show Goku being grabbed by his neck. While the context is kept, the multiple changes are noticeable to the average viewer. In the next episode preview, shots of Vegeta and Android 19 fighting has direct impacts replaced with other shots. Episode 61. In the recap, the shots of Android 19 holding Goku hostage and taking his ki are again cut or replaced with other shots. Then, as Vegeta arrives to free Goku, the direct kick has a flash added and a few frames removed. Goku's blood continues to be edited out. Vegeta telling Goku that him dying won't get him out of a rematch has a dialogue change.
Did it not occur to you that transforming into a Super Saiyan would only accelerate the disease? I think you're trying to die just to get out of our rematch. Did it not occur to you that transforming into a Super Saiyan would only accelerate the disease? I won't let you get out of our rematch this easily.
Vegeta's blood is edited in this episode to be a different color. This happens in real time and in the flashbacks to him becoming a Super Saiyan. Two shots of Vegeta both kicking and punching Android 19 so hard that he is tossed around are cut out. Vegeta punching Android 19 so hard that it starts to bleed from its nose is cut out in a lengthy scene. A flash is added as Vegeta strikes Android 19 in the back. In the lengthy scene of Vegeta breaking off Android 19's hands, there are numerous changes. All of the close-ups of Vegeta's feet on Android 19 are cut out, to not show the intensity of how hard Vegeta is pulling. This is 3 different shots, and the pan as Android 19's arms are broken off by Vegeta is also cut out. Android 19 looking on in horror as his arms are now broken off and spurts blood is cut out. Vegeta telling Android 20 that after he kills 19, he will kill 20 has a dialogue change.
Once the fat one's marked off my list, you're next! Once the clown is marked off my list, you're next!
The shot of Android 19's head rolling after Vegeta blows up his body and the head landing on the ground is cut out. In a different shot, the oil spilling out of Android 19's head is recolored from red to gray. Krillin stating that he will join the fight to hunt for Android 20 after he runs away has a dialogue change.
Talk to me like a kid. Like hell, I'm just gonna run along home. Talk to me like a kid. No way I'm just gonna run along home.
Piccolo stating that Vegeta is a gifted fighter has a dialogue change.
When it comes to the art of battle, he truly is a genius. When it comes to strategy, Vegeta truly is a genius.
In the next episode preview, the shots of Piccolo breaking off Android 19's arm is replaced with other shots. Episode 62. In the recap to the previous episode, all of the previously edited shots of Vegeta pummeling and breaking off 19's arms are replaced with other shots. However, there is an inconsistency as 19's head rolls off after Vegeta kills the android. This was previously cut out. Vegeta, frustrated at 20 hiding, has a dialogue change.
Damn! This terrain is littered with places to hide. Blast! This terrain is littered with places to hide.
A similar change happens moments later as Vegeta continues to look for Android 20. Gohan, scared off by a few squirrels, as he thought he had run into Android 20, has a dialogue change.
Jeez, guys. Don't scare me like that. Oh, man. Don't scare me like that.
Krillin almost slips off a cliff. As he saves himself, he has a dialogue change.
Damn, I'm not any closer to finding him than when I started. Darn, I'm not any closer to finding him than when I started.
Piccolo, frustrated that he can't find Android 20, has a dialogue change.
Damn it! He may have already slipped away. Where is he? He may have already slipped away.
When Android 20 sneaks up on Piccolo and drains his energy, the shots of Piccolo's arms collapsing powerlessly are cut out. Android 20, excited that he is about to kill Piccolo, has a dialogue change.
In a few more seconds, you'll be dead! You don't have very much time left!
Vegeta telling Piccolo that he will die if he fights Android 20 has a dialogue change.
If you want to die, I'm not going to stop you. If you're that desperate for a spanking, go ahead.
Yajirobe, upset as baby Trunks wakes up and starts crying, has a dialogue change.
Oh, crap! Now look what you did! You woke him up! What'd you have to go and scream for? Great, thanks! The little monster just went to sleep, too! What'd you wake him up for?
During Piccolo's fight with Android 20, two shots are cut out. One is Piccolo kicking 20, and the other is Piccolo slicing off 20's arm so that he may no longer suck up energy. Note that as Trunks arrives and finds Android 19's head, the scene is left unedited, just leaving this here for when I eventually get around to the 4Kids broadcast of Kai. Piccolo telling Vegeta that he will kill Android 20 has a dialogue change.
Thanks, but no thanks. I was born as the embodiment of evil, purged from Kami. I'm not nearly as soft as Goku. No, he's all mine. I'm not in the habit of giving bad guys second chances like Goku is. I'll finish what I started.
Bulma telling Yajirobe that she will take them closer to the battle as it should have ended has a dialogue change.
Sure, it's fine. If everybody's still alive, the battle must be over, right? Could you please just calm down? I'm sure the battle's over by now.
Android 20's oil that resembles blood dripping from his arm is removed. Episode 63. In the recap, Piccolo slicing off Android 20's arm is again edited to not show the direct cut. As Android 20 makes his escape, a frustrated Piccolo and Vegeta have dialogue changes.
The devious bastard! The devious snake! Where'd he go? Damn it! Where'd he go? Darn it!
Vegeta yells at Trunks, telling him that his predictions so far have been wrong. This has two dialogue changes.
Everything you told us has been wrong! So, what the hell are you playing at? You said that Jiro was killed off by his own damned androids! Everything you told us has been wrong! So, you're just a fraud! You said that this madman fell victim to his own creations!
Tien, upset that Vegeta has left on his own accord, has a dialogue change.
Idiot! What is he thinking? Fool, what is he thinking?
Trunks' flashbacks to future Bulma telling him about Vegeta. This comes with a dialogue change.
Vegeta was no angel, that much is for sure. And I know he's not flying around with them right now, if you catch my drift. Vegeta wasn't the most considerate guy on Earth, and he caused plenty of trouble in his day, that much is for certain.
During Goku's nightmare, the punch he gives Android 20 has a flash added to obscure the impact. Nightmare 20 telling him that his friends will die has a dialogue change.
You and all your little friends are going to die! You and all your little friends shall meet your doom!
Android 20, sensing that the Dragon Team is looking for him, has a dialogue change.
Snoop around all you want. I'll kill you soon enough. Snoop around all you want. I'll defeat you soon enough.
Vegeta tells Trunks to help him find 20's laboratory in the most Vegeta way possible. This has a dialogue change.
Now you could just make yourself useful and tell me where to find this damn place. Now you could just make yourself useful and tell me where to find Jiro's laboratory.
Android 20 pummeling Krillin after he has spotted 20 has two shots of direct hits removed. Android 20 telling Krillin that he will survive just a little bit longer as the rest of the fighters arrive has a dialogue change.
You get a stay of execution, little man. Don't bother thanking me. You'll be around a little longer than expected. Don't bother thanking me.
In the next episode preview, the shots of Android 17 kicking off 20's head is replaced with other shots. Episode 64. Note, in this episode, the Nicktoons version switched over to the Kikuchi score, leaving the Yamamoto score behind. The background score should now be the same between the two versions. As Krillin finds Dr. Giro's hideout, there is a dialogue change.
Oh jeez! Oh man!
Android 20 instructs the other androids to kill the Dragon Team. This has a dialogue change.
Go eliminate the lot of them. Let none survive.
Right.
Go show them I'm not a man to be trifled with.
Right.
Krillin tells Piccolo that 20 has escaped to the hideout. This comes with a dialogue change from an angry Piccolo.
Now you tell us? Damn it, what if we're already too late? Now you tell us? What if we're already too late?
As the Dragon Team arrives outside Dr. Giro's hideout, he has a dialogue change.
Here they are. How eager these fools seem to meet a gruesome end. Here they are. How eager these fools seem to face their defeat.
When Android 17 swipes the remote control from Android 20, there is a dialogue change.
You're never putting us to sleep again, you stupid old bastard. You're never putting us to sleep again, you dusty old geezer.
Vegeta telling Trunks to shut up after he voices complaints has a dialogue change.
Destroy it! If we let him activate those androids, we're done for! Please, just trust me on this!
Shut up, you!
Destroy it! If we let him activate those androids, we're done for! Please, just trust me on this!
Be quiet, you!
Similarly, Android 17 telling 20 to shut up has a dialogue change.
How about you shut up? We will fight when we feel like it. You sure talk a lot. We will fight when we feel like it.
Android 20, frustrated that the other androids aren't listening to him, has a dialogue change.
Damn these petulant androids! Curse these petulant androids!
Vegeta telling Trunks he is the only one who could take down the androids has a dialogue change.
Here.
You might as well. I'm the only one of us they can't beat to a pulp.
Here.
You might as well. I'm the only one of us they couldn't beat in their sleep.
The long scene of 17 impaling 20 through his chest is cut out. It's about 20 seconds altogether. Interestingly, the one shot that is left in the Nicktoons version is of 20 voicing his frustration, which keeps the hole in his chest. Then the shots of 17 kicking off 20's head, killing him, are also cut out. What's left in the Nicktoons version, however, is 20's head rolling after 17 kicks it, but not the direct kick itself. Very weird stuff, that someone's rolling head and getting stomped on could be left alone, but the direct kick itself has to go. After 16 is awoken, 17 telling him about his objectives has a dialogue change.
Dr. Giro invented you to destroy Goku, the same as us two. Well, isn't that right? Dr. Giro invented you to defeat Goku, the same as us two. Well, isn't that right?
Tien, confused as to the android's goal, has a dialogue change.
True, but why would they kill Giro 1 minute, then turn around and carry out his orders the next?
True, but why would they disobey Giro 1 minute, then turn and carry out his orders the next?
Trunks, frustrated at Vegeta's impulsiveness, has a dialogue change.
What's wrong with you? You insist on rushing off to fight a battle that'll be your death? What's wrong with you? You insist on rushing off to fight a battle that you can't win?
Vegeta questions the androids. Their response has a dialogue change.
Where is your destination?
Goku's house, wherever it is, to kill him.
Where is your destination?
Goku's house, wherever it is, to finish him.
17 telling Vegeta that he will die has a dialogue change.
It must be a Saiyan thing. They always talk such a big talk, and then they end up dying so fast. It's a shame. It must be a Saiyan thing. They always talk such a big talk, and then they end up losing so fast. It's a shame.
Vegeta has a back and forth with 18 as he states that he will defeat the androids, and 18 tells him that it won't happen. This has a dialogue change.
Or the big bastard! Or maybe I'll just demolish all three of you in a single go!
Or maybe you'll die.
How about the big one? Or maybe I'll just demolish all three of you in a single go!
You're pushing your luck.
In the next episode preview, Vegeta's blood is censored, and shots of his fight with 18 are replaced with other shots. Episode 65. In the recap, shots of 20's head getting kicked off are replaced with other shots. Vegeta's punch to 18's face has a flash to obscure the impact. The random trucker complaining to Vegeta and 18 to move out of the road has a dialogue change.
What the hell do you idiots think you're doing? Get out of the damn road! Move it! You got about 3 seconds before I run you down! What the heck do you two goobers think you're doing? You're in the middle of the road! Come on!
You trying to get run over or something? Out of the way!
Interestingly, in both versions, there is a line left in about the trucker complaining about his truck getting destroyed. This line was not in the original Japanese version, as it was implied that he was killed.
Dude, my truck! Dude, my truck!
When Vegeta bleeds from his forehead, the dripping blood is cut out. Vegeta's dripping blood is also removed in this shot. Vegeta's back and forth with Trunks has numerous dialogue changes, as Trunks expresses his continued frustration with Vegeta's arrogance.
We have to go now, Vegeta! What good is pride if you just end up dead because of it? You have to listen to me! We have to go now, Vegeta! What good is pride if you just end up losing because of it? You have to listen to me!
I'd fight and die alone before accepting help from any of them! I'd fight alone even if it meant I had no chance of winning!
As Vegeta fights 18, 2 direct hits are cut out as the Dragon Team watches on in horror. As Trunks watches Vegeta get crushed by 18, he has a dialogue change to remove a swear.
No. Damn. No. Please.
Vegeta getting kicked by 18 has a flash to obscure the impact. As Piccolo and Tien jump in to help Vegeta, they each have a dialogue change to express their feelings.
Damn it! That idiot! No! Here we go!
Tien getting choked by 17 is cut out. Piccolo getting hit by 17 so hard he spits blood has the color of his blood edited to look like spit instead. 18 stepping on Vegeta's back as he writhes in agony is cut out. While the shot of 18 stepping on Vegeta's arm is kept, the shot of her pressing hard and breaking it is cut out. Vegeta's first cry out in pain is still kept in, but the second shots of him screaming in horror are cut out. The Nicktoons version starts the shots of 18 stepping back a few seconds earlier, as Vegeta powers down and passes out. 17 telling Krillin that the Dragon Team is still alive has a dialogue change.
Don't worry, they're fine. Or at least they aren't dead. Don't worry, they're fine. Or at least they will be soon.
Krillin asking the androids what their goals are has a dialogue change.
What is it that you're after? Do you want to kill Goku? Are you trying to take over the world? What is it? Tell me!
For now, it's beating Goku.
What is it that you're after? Is it Goku? Or something bigger than that? Are you trying to take over the world? What?
For now, it's beating Goku.
Krillin telling the androids that they are free to do what they want has a dialogue change.
You killed Dr. Gero, right? He was the one that hated Goku. So now that he's gone, why do you even care? Gero's the one that hated him, and he's gone, so why do you care? Why can't you just leave everyone alone?
17's response, telling Krillin that this is all a game to them, has a dialogue change.
If I want to know where to find Goku, I can beat it out of you. But hunting him down is one of the best parts of the game. Which is why I'm not forcing you to tell me where Goku is. The hunt is one of the best parts of the game.
16 chimes in with his specific goal, which has a dialogue change.
Negative. I have one purpose. Kill Goku. That is all.
And the machine has spoken.
Negative. This is our mission. Beat Goku. That is all.
And the machine has spoken.
17 telling Krillin to help his friends has a dialogue change.
You'd better hurry and give your friends those sensu beans. They won't last much longer. Take my advice. Give your friends those sensu beans. They're all pretty banged up.
Vegeta, passed out and in pain, has his scuffle marks lessened to look less like blood. Episode 66. Tien, confused as to why the androids didn't kill the Dragon Team, has a dialogue change.
It doesn't make sense. If these things wanted to kill us, why not finish us off and be done with it? It doesn't make sense. If these things are really out to get us, why not finish us off and be done with it?
As Piccolo leaves to fuse with Kami, Tien's explanation has a dialogue change.
He thinks way too much of himself to ever admit defeat. If I know him, he's gone off to perfect a new finishing move. He thinks way too much of himself to ever admit defeat. If I know him, he's gone off to train until he's ready again.
Vegeta, pissed off at the androids for not killing him, has a dialogue change.
Those glorified trash compactors will curse the day they left me alive! Those glorified trash compactors will regret the day they let me go!
In the flashback to losing the fight, Android 18's kick to Vegeta has a flash to obscure the impact. As Piccolo pitches fusing with Kami, there is a dialogue change to remove a swear.
One with the strength and cunning to crush these bastards before it's too late. One with the strength and cunning to crush the androids before it's too late.
Kami telling Piccolo that perhaps the Dragon Team are the aggressors, and Piccolo's angry response has 2 dialogue changes.
And more importantly, that they didn't try to kill you. As far as we know, they were only defending themselves.
You disgust me. While you've been up here, looking down on the world from the safety of your throne, the rest of us have been risking our lives to save it. You disgust me. While you've been up here, looking down on the world from the safety of your throne, the rest of us have been risking everything to save it.
Trunks giving the facts about the androids based off of his perception of events has a dialogue change.
They're cold-blooded killing machines. They're weapons of mass destruction.
In the next episode preview, Trunks imagining Android 17 shooting him is cut out in a hallucination. Episode 67. Trunks' long explanation for why Goku's heart virus struck at a different point in the timeline and how this has changed everything has dialogue changes throughout the statement.
Okay, take Goku for example. The medicine I brought from the future saved his life here, in your present. That created a future for you where he survives longer than he would have if I'd never shown up to give him the medicine. But in the future where I came from, Goku's been dead for a long time. Nothing I've done here has changed that fact. An alternate future exists for you guys now, but that's it. Okay, wait. Okay, take Goku for example. The medicine I brought from the future healed Goku here, in your present. That created a future for you where he stays healthy longer than he would have if I never showed up to give him the medicine. But in the future where I came from, Goku's been gone a long time. Nothing I've done here has changed that fact. An alternate future exists for you guys now, but that's it. Okay, wait.
Trunks imagining Android 17 shooting him is cut out in a hallucination. Chi-Chi telling Trunks that Goku will survive and it's thanks to him has a dialogue change.
My Goku's alive because of you. My Goku's well again because of you.
Vegeta, upset that he lost to Android 18, has a dialogue change.
How did I get beat? How was I defeated?
Vegeta also commenting that he will kill the androids has a line read difference.
I will crush them. And Kakarot. I will crush them! And Kakarot.
During Trunks' explanation to how the androids turned on Dr. Gero, there is footage of Android 20 getting impaled and his head getting kicked off by 17 that are replaced with other shots. The cop that wants to arrest the androids has a second of footage removed as he walks towards them. In the next episode preview, a shot of Kami fusing with Piccolo is replaced with a different shot. And that covers the entire Android arc, episodes 55 to 67 of Dragon Ball Z Kai. Enjoy the recurring edits, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more stuff. See you next time, and thanks for watching.